potential YouTube subscribers. I decided to post this video over regarding bullying during my past when I was going to school. I was going to school in the 80s, and I remember the bullying back then wasn't that bad, but it was bad enough. The 20th century, the bullying has gotten worse in regards to the different platforms where you could post different things, Facebook and Twitter. It's like the social networking platforms are on the rise, and it's like the cyberbullying is something that wasn't invented back then when I was going to school, thank God, but it's very much alive now. What I want to say is, like, I don't think people that bully know the significance of what they're doing to the other person. People have committed suicide over being bullied. I mean, thank God I didn't feel that, when I was being bullied, but I did feel bad about myself. And I guess that's where my self-esteem issues come in. I had low self-esteem, anxiety, all these things kicked in, I guess in my early 20s, when I noticed symptoms, when I noticed changes in me as a person, how I behaved and carried myself. I believe that the bullying played a big part in it. And the bullying started in elementary school, and it continued all the way up until high school. I dropped out due to the bullying. I was in my junior year. I had one more year to go. I could have hung on, but I just didn't feel like I could. I said, that's it. I just cannot go through this anymore. Enough is enough. But see, ultimately, I had to go back to school and earn my diploma. But I learned a big lesson. I cannot nobody should let a bully win. Nobody should let someone deprive them of an education. If they're in a situation like that in school where they ultimately drop out or commit suicide over the bullying, something has to be done. I mean, like, say for instance, let's see, I was thinking about going into the schools and sharing my experience with the schools, with the students, and share what I've been through, share what could possibly come from what bullying can do to somebody. Like I said, I don't think the bullies are aware of the damage they can cause to somebody. And the more people come forward and share their story, eventually bullying will be stamped out forever. But a lot has to be done for this to happen. But as far as I can remember, it started in my elementary school years. I was shy and quiet, and people thrived on that shy and quietness that I showed, because they used that as an opportunity to pick on me. And that's very common. If someone's shy and quiet, doesn't talk a lot, they're going to pick on you. And that's always how it's been. But yeah, I remember a lot of times my wardrobe, the clothes I wore, the footwear I wore, had a lot to do with people bullying me. And, I just kept to myself. Was very sad, withdrawn, over how I was feeling due to this bullying. I didn't like myself. I didn't like going to school. I dreaded school. I had anxiety. Like, I can remember having stomach aches all the time, a pain in the pit of my stomach. Not due to hunger, but due to dread the next day of school. Who's going to pick on me today? What's going to happen today? And it just continued and continued and continued until I said that's it. I cannot go on with this no more. Like I said, a lot had to do with my wardrobe. My clothes weren't the best, and I would be picked on because of it. I remember one time in gym class, I think I was in ninth or 10th grade, and we had to wear a uniform. Our school clothes were blue and white. We had to wear blue shorts, blue sneakers, white socks, white t-shirt, and it took me forever to have the uniform. I told my parents I needed this uniform in order to participate in gym class, and for half of the year I got a 0 because I wasn't able to play gym. Something as simple as a uniform and footwear took forever to get. I had a very strong desire to go to work. I was dying to go to work, and I was thinking, God, I can't wait till I go to work so I'll be able to have my own money. And I remember, I think I was 13 at the time, I used to go door to door selling cards and gifts because I wanted money that bad to buy clothes and shoes and stuff like that, things I was lacking at home. There was 3 of us. I come from a family of 2 other siblings, and my brother was favoritism. He was favoritism over myself and my sister, so he got the most, and we suffered. I guess my parents did the best they could with what they had at the time. I cannot hate them forever. They're both deceased now. I have to just forgive and move on. I just can't be bitter over that and what I went through in school. I cannot be bitter. I'm in a better place now as far as, I don't know, building my self-esteem up, feeling better about myself. But I believe that the more victims or people that have been through this, been through bullying, if they come forward and spread the word at schools and just share their experience. I believe the more people come forward and share their experience, what bullying can do or what bullying has done to them, I believe that ultimately one day bullying will be stamped out, but it's going to take many, many years, for this to happen. I mean, I don't know, bullying is still going strong. It's very real and it's very strong, but yeah, I had really dark periods where I kept to myself. I didn't share this with my parents. I think once or twice I'd shared something about new school year, new clothes. You need like a week's worth of clothes for the new school year. And I didn't have that. And it just made me very sad. I was just very sad, at my situation. Sad about being the parent of 2 people that really couldn't afford to have children. But I can't judge my parents because, who am I to say anything about my parents and the choices they made? I'm not perfect. I didn't make good choices either. But I'm not justifying any of what I went through or what, I'm not justifying anything like that. But I felt like, in a way, neglected. I didn't feel like I had everything I needed growing up. But I did suffer from the bullying, I believe. My self-esteem, panic attacks, anxiety that I have today is a result of the bullying I went through. And that's all I'm going to share. But please like, subscribe, and share this video. One thing, I believe that we are all strong in our own way. And if you are being bullied, you have to go tell somebody. See, I suffered in silence. I didn't really tell anybody, but a school counselor noticed me at lunch period one time. She asked me if I was all right, and I shook my head no. And she asked me to come out into the hallway with her to talk, and I discussed with her how I've been feeling and some of the kids that were bothering me. And she made a house visit to my parents, what I was going through, regarding the clothes situation. And, she tried to help the best she could, but there's only so much a counselor, social worker can do, But it's nice to have them in your life. If you have that opportunity, let them help you as best that they can. Take advantage of any kind of help and assistance that's out there. You know, because like I said, kids can be so cruel, and they're more cruel now than ever. And I don't think it's going to be any stop to this bullying for a long time to come. But like I said, I feel real sad when I read about stories about people killing themselves, committing suicide over being bullied. It's so sad when it gets to that level. There's got to be, they do have chat rooms now with people of the LGBT community that go through the bullying. Thank God there's communities and chat rooms that they could go to voice what they're feeling, venting and stuff. But you have to speak out. You have to tell somebody. Don't suffer in silence like I did. I love you all. Please share, like, and subscribe. Thank you.